In a world filled with pain and suffering, we all know that our world is not, well, all the funs and happies that we knew from our childhood. Welcome to a new series that I'm making called Our Morbid Reality. And for our first episode, we're going to be looking at this picture. Now, you might be scratching your head, thinking, what can be wrong with this picture? There's literally nothing wrong with it. But it's when you hear the story about this picture, then you realize what's wrong with it. There was a Wendy's worker who worked at Wendy's for quite some time. She ordered the customers and was probably there because of her good looks. In fact, probably a lot of the customers came there just to look at her. So, this woman commonly dressed up as commonly looked like, and maybe even sometimes even dressed up as the restaurant's mascot. So, you're probably wondering, why is this important? Well, for 5 times in 1 month, she was late. Now, of course, everyone gets late sometimes. Sometimes we're late for work a lot. But her boss was not having it. What happened next is described as by one person, very horrific. Now, according to the sources that I have there was a boy who commonly talked to this woman a lot. She knew him like a best friend. The boy was 17 years old, a few weeks before his 18th birthday. He talked to this woman a lot, and he would even just allude to her giving him her phone number. Now one day there was a long line of people. He went there and saw his friend. She was talking to his boss, and where the boss said, "You've been late 5 times in 1 month. That's not good." And then the boss just kept rambling about money. So you're probably wondering, where am I going with this? Well, once the restaurant was calm and everyone's order was picked, the boy went up to her and said, "Wow, are you really quitting?" Because she said during the argument that she would threaten to quit if she kept being treated like literal just a robot. Manager said, "I'll take that as your 5-week notice if you don't go start working immediately." So, when she was talking to this boy, she said, "Oh, I'm not gonna actually quit." That would be the last time that anyone would see her. Well, it would not be, everyone would see her, but not in the sense of herself. So the boy came back a few days later there and found that the manager was actually the cashier now. When the almost adult said, "Hey, where's the usual cashier?" "Here." The boss said, "She's not here. So where's your order?" She left because she really didn't like Wendy's food, and was only really there for her. The exact same day that she got fired, the sign changed, and more their mascot. Every time he looked at the mascot, he said it looked like it was drooping off, like it was not on there completely. But until one day it drooped off more. And then he saw the horrific sight. As some of you might have come to the conclusion, this face right here was the face of that cashier. Of course, after noticing this, everyone would be horrified. And the police were properly called, and the manager was taken into custody. Unfortunately, when asked why did he do it, she said, "Well, if everyone came here for good looks, when she still probably came. Everyone probably still came here." He was sentenced for a life sentence without the possibility of parole. But during that time, this picture was taken when one person noticed the sign and took it. Unfortunately, we don't know what happened to her in Pacifics because the manager never gave the information out. But what we do know is that, unfortunately, due to a person being late a couple of times, it ended their life. Now I'm gonna end it there. Man, this world's truly morbid.